since 2024. A brand that needs no introduction, a marathon brand that needs no introduction actually, that started its journey in 2017, and since then we've been just running and the family has been growing bigger and bigger and bigger. And now this year in 2024, the whole Ahmedabad is super duper excited as we are officially kicking off the marathon on 24th of November over here with just a week left. Whenever I go for running in the morning, I can see so many runners all set and excited. This is also the only marathon in Ahmedabad, not in Ahmedabad actually, in Gujarat, in India, which gives you the opportunity to run with the armed forces. And I don't want to speak too much because we have our dignitaries coming over here and speaking about the 8th edition of the Adani Ahmedabad Marathon. So quickly, without wasting any time, let me invite our dignitaries on stage. On this August occasion, I would like to welcome on stage, we have David Cundy, sir, the World Athletics Course Measurement Administrator, Asia and Oceania. Hello, sir. He's always been associated with Adani. Welcome once again, sir. Requesting you to please take your seat. Joining us on the stage, we have Dr. Amir, Sanghavi, Medical Director at KD Hospital. Welcome, sir. And I would also request Mr. Sanjay Adesara, the CBO Adani Sportsline, to please join us on the stage.
We were given an opportunity to participate in a large way as a group. So the police officers and staff of Ahmedabad City Police and nearby districts, they will come and join this run. Apart from this, we will be having police deployment on the both sides of the riverfront so that the runners, they will feel secure, and traffic management will also be there, and the runners from outside, they will get more confidence while running and participating in this event.
What is the number of policemen that have been deployed?
In this, I think more than 400 to 500 police, including the police on the from riverfront side and the traffic police also. Traffic DCP madam is here, Neeta madam is here, she will brief more. Okay, she has already briefed. So our police officers will be there, they will be supervising the whole route so that this whole event becomes incident free. Thank you.
I just want to ask one quick question to you, sir. I just got to know that you were also a marathon runner with Adani Marathon last year, and if you could share your experience overall in terms of being part of the marathon, please.
I will be participating on this Sunday. I am a keen runner, and this whole Adani Marathon is very professionally organized, and this riverfront route is very good as a runner. The weather is also very conducive. Now the winter time has come, so it will be more easy to run. Humidity is very less, and this route is liked by other runners also because it has downhill, uphill, and this is just traffic free. You get no disturbance. Thanks to the traffic police here, they are cutting all the traffic, and the route is also very smooth. So apart from the facilities of washroom and energy drinks and the physiotherapy and the food that we are given, everything is very good quality, and the medal is also very good. So overall, this is a 5-star experience what we get. And as a police officer, when we run, our staff, our peers, our colleagues, our juniors, they are also very motivated, because when you are a runner, then it gives a message that you are physically fit. And in the police department, we are expected to be physically fit because any emergency can come. So when we are running, when we are keeping fit, it gives a confidence to other people also that we are there for their safety and protection.
I also like to add that we have many runners who not only participate in Indian marathons, but they are out of orbit. They also go in the world majors, which are the top 7 marathons. And the kind of feedback what we have been receiving from last couple of editions, because last was the season 7 was the first season when we shifted the venue from Shantigram to Riverfront. And then we got a feedback, the kind of arrangement what our local authorities, traffic and everyone, we get it as a city is a top class, and I think all of us should be thankful to our traffic police and other local authorities for their extensive support for the event like this, because this event is for the city and they give us all the support and they ensure that runners or local people do not face any such difficulties. So all runners would like to claim themselves as a professional, but generally 42 and a half, they are the serious runners by definition. The entire journey of a runner is generally a runner, if as a new runner, they start their journey with a 5 kilometer. Gradually they go and do the 10 kilometer, and after that a half and a full. So that's the overall funnel of a running journey, how it starts across the running. So this time we do not have a huge, we have not opened up the international category, but we still have a few of them coming and they want to witness. Even we wanted their experience feedback for our event, which we do, because we are also planning a international category maybe for the next season. So this time we are not opening up the international runners, but we have invited few of them for their experience, their feedback, so that we can, when we bring the international category for the next season, we are better prepared for that. And having Dave as a race director, that was also the objective, that role of a race director, spans over a longer period. He is one of the renowned names in the marathon industry worldwide. And in the kind of experience, the nuances, the detail he works, is a different level. So that is also the objective. We are taking his help to ensure that when we open the international category, we should be fully prepared for that.
I think probably the main difference is the time that the events have been going. So the major events in the world, New York City Marathon, the London Marathon, the Berlin Marathon, they've just celebrated their 50th anniversaries. They've been going for 50 years. Those events, the New York City Marathon started out with 112 people running laps of Central Park, and it's grown into a race that 3 weeks ago had over 55,000 finishers running across the 5 boroughs of New York. That explosion didn't happen overnight, and we're very conscious here in Ahmedabad that you need to grow, but you need to grow slowly. There's no point in, like last year, announcing that we've got a city-based course and we're going to invite the world to come in and all of these elite athletes when we're not ready for it. We need to grow gradually. My main focus in my job as the race director is making sure that everything on the course, from the time the gun goes at the start until you finish that event, is a first-class experience. And that's what we're working towards. We've certainly, we had a long list of things that we noted last year that we can improve on, and I'm sure we're going to implement those on Sunday. And at that stage, we can have a review on Monday and say, look, I think we're now ready to invite the world, and then we will put together an elite athlete program to invite elite athletes in, and also do more to promote the race to the recreational runners. So recreational runners, the people who are out there running 3.5, 4.5, 5, 6 hours, who are really the bread and butter and make these events great. The New York City Marathon wouldn't have 55,000 people and be as successful as it is if they only focused on fast runners. It's the recreational runners that really make those events, and certainly in the case of New York, London, Berlin, etc., it's hundreds of thousands of people who come out on the course to support those runners. Those big marathons, they're like a cricket match. They're just as much a spectator event as they are an athletic event. And we've got a long way to go, but that's just where we're trying to lift the event, grow the event, make the event more international. But I just reinforce, we need to do it slowly. We don't want to escalate things too quickly, to make sure that we have everything in place to manage it and manage it professionally.
In total, how many awards will be given and what do they consist of?
We'll have a long list of all the category, male, female, and age-wise also that will be. Will
But the
separate
top
that.
top winners will be given. What is the award constituting?
So there is a cash prize which is given, and then that will be part of the details what we share after the event. Yes, ma'am. November is a window which we following from since inception. This is the only marathon rather in the country. From the very first season, the theme, the objective is as we are following the same objective that run for our soldiers. We'll be also happy to know that this is the only marathon in the entire country where civilians get a chance to run with the soldiers. So we get a huge participation from our armed forces, all three wings, and then they come in huge numbers. So there is also one of the very unique opportunity what we as a city, state, we get. We are entering, this 24th November will be our 8th season of the November. And then over the years, every season after season, as a running family, we have grown, the participant has grown from the city, from each corner of the Gujarat, from each major cities of the India, and this time we'll have few participants coming from the abroad as well. So every year we plan to make this event even for the bigger and better. This time also we have a news to share that from season 8, the marathon, Adani Ahmedabad Marathon, is now registered and recognized by Athletic Federation of India, which itself it is a huge achievement for our city and for all the runners who are going to participate. Thank you, Lippy, and thank you everyone.
Well, it is indeed a very big achievement, like he said, about the getting certified by the Athletics Federation of India. Congratulations. And as we march ahead, I would request now Amir sir to please say a few words.
KD Hospital is very happy to be associated with the Adani Marathon, the 8th edition. It is a huge responsibility on the part of our KD Hospital to manage the medical part of this Adani Marathon. There has been several categories of 42 kilometers, 21, 10 and 5 kilometers. And accordingly, KD Hospital we have put several booths. So we have 21 total booths on the routes on the total race course, where it will be managed with the nursing staff, physiotherapy. There will be things for oral ORS, any primary injury if is happening, so there will be primary care to be taken over there. We will have a medical booth at the main center also, where it will be equipped with a lot of things, where there will be ECG machines, even with the defib and AED, everything. Emergency arises, to look after that emergencies if it arises. There will be coordination between KD Hospital medical team, there will be Adani Marathon team and the 108 to look after any emergency if it arises during the race. I am also a marathon runner. I have been lucky to take part in the first 2 editions of Adani Marathon. So I have been very happy that they have a very good, wonderful arrangement. But still, I would like to tell and request all the runners who will be taking part in these races to have some precautions in their run. One of the most important part of any race is that there should not be any fatalities during the race. And the responsibility lies with the runners also. As a part of KD and Adani Marathon, we will be equipped to deal with any emergency if it arises. But as basically to have the knowledge on the part of runner, not to push yourself and push only according to the limits and the training what you have done, that is most important part. So mostly the cardiac emergency which arises during the races are always towards the later part of the race, where there is a push internally to go towards the finish line and go into the anaerobic zone and finish the race. So it is very important for fellow runners, just passing the message as a part of a doctor and as a runner. Okay, know your limits and push yourself. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Any race that you run, any marathon you participate, health and hydration has always played a key role. And we thank the team of KD Hospital once again for being such a supportive partner for us over here. And marching ahead now, I would request David sir, who has been part of the Adani family, to please say a few words.
Thank you very much, and it's a great pleasure to be back here in Ahmedabad for the 8th edition of the Adani Ahmedabad Marathon. I just arrived here last night, flew in from Perth, where I was part of the organising team for an event called the Great World Race that's happening around the world at the moment. So runners run 7 marathons on 7 continents in 7 days. So I was organising the Perth leg of that. Very much part of our sport, as is the Adani Ahmedabad Marathon, but a slightly different type of event to what we have here on Sunday. And of course, being in Perth, I was able to witness the excitement happening in that city as your cricket team is there practicing for, I think, the first test starts on Friday. I don't quite understand why Australia's favourite for the series, but you cricket lovers, I don't think you'll be disappointed in the outcome, because I think India will probably come out on top again. Anyway, moving on to the Adani Ahmedabad Marathon. Ahmedabad being a World Heritage City is perfectly positioned to host this world-class event. This is my 2nd year of being involved as the race director, and my principal reason for being involved is to help Ahmedabad lift the standards to a world-class event, and we're working towards, hopefully, in 2025, making this a World Athletics label race. And having the Indian Federation involved this weekend is a very important stepping stone towards that aim. Now on the weekend, or on Sunday, we have 4 events. The full marathon, which is starting at 4:45 a.m. The half marathon getting underway at 6 a.m. A 10k race at 6:30, and then a fun run at 7:30 in the morning. We have almost 20,000 participants across those races, about 1,000 in the full marathon, 3,500 in the half marathon, 6,000 in the 10k, and in the 5k, about 8,000, so the most popular distance there. We're always going above and beyond to make sure that the runners have a good experience out on the course, have a great experience on the course, and their runner safety is very important to us. So you've already heard from Dr. Amir on the importance of the medical coverage on the weekend, but we also we have 15 hydration stations around the course, all stocked with water, energy drink, bananas, and on the full marathon course, a couple of the stations will have gels. One important thing that we're doing this year, and sustainability is becoming a very important thing with marathon running around the world, where race organisers are doing whatever they can to reduce the waste in events. So, for example, the plastic drink bottles will be recycled, and I understand that they'll eventually be turned into park benches. So that's a really a new positive angle there. We have more than 700 volunteers out on the course, and roughly 700 police also ensuring that it's a traffic-free route. Again, all keeping in mind the runner safety aspect. Now, this is the 2nd year that I've been involved, and the 2nd year that we've had this city-based or river-based course. I mentioned last year at the media conference that was the first step towards making this a world-class event. Very important that we have a city-based course. The course is largely unchanged from last year, but there are a couple of little fine-tuning areas on the course, so runners will find it a little bit more simplified than last year, and I think they will really enjoy the experience from that point of view. The other advantage in moving the course into the city area is that it makes it very accessible to spectators, And one of the common things with world-class events around the world.
Gentlemen and friends, we're going to officially launch the Adani Ahmedabad Marathon jersey. So I would request our dignitaries to please join us on the left and the right. In the center, we'll be having the official launch of the Adani Ahmedabad Marathon 2024 jersey. This is the official jersey launch taking place over here right now. We would like to have a picture also with the jerseys in hand. I would request her to please present the jerseys to our dignitaries over here.